I'm often asked why we started this program, and I remember when this idea first struck us. I've always had a passion for education and always had a passion for helping make a difference to people by empowering them through education. And then I realized that there was a whole lot of education being given in a classroom which very often did not come out with the other stakeholders, companies, players in the marketplace, people who end up being users. And here was an opportunity for us to bring together different players, different actors in the industry, different actors in the various ecosystems to come together and add value to these young minds and make them accelerate their learning, much of which people like myself had over time gained over several years. What we're trying to do in a little small way is to condense the learning for these people over 3 short weeks to achieve what we took many years to do.
The Dunia Young Business Leaders program is really a program that we're very passionate about at Dunia. We launched this program 3 years ago, and it's really been a fantastic experience for us. Every year, the program has been growing in terms of number of students, in terms of variety of speakers, different workshops, CEOs that we bring in, young entrepreneurs that we bring in, subject matter experts. It's really been growing and being enhanced every year.
This is such a unique program that it gives all the students an opportunity to develop themselves, to find that unique thing that is there within themselves. And I've personally seen all the students engage with each other and discover themselves to be something different. And you can see them transforming from day to day after they go through each workshop, after they do different things.
I think it is super cool. I was just thinking that would I wanted to be one of the kids myself and be in there and just sit and learn. But I think for me, entrepreneurship is one of the things that has the potential to actually create jobs and change this part of the world a lot. So anything that goes into helping and inspiring the youth to go out and build things and build businesses, I really love.
This was the 3rd year running that I conducted the session on the SMU case study about Dunia, the Dunia A case study. And I was pleasantly surprised by the kind of inputs that I got, some of which was new and I would say in some ways unexpected. I wouldn't have expected kids 18, 17 years old to answer or come up with insights which sometimes people with a lot more experience will not necessarily come up with.
I think it's exponential. If I was lucky enough to have gone on a program like this 20, 25 years ago, I genuinely believe I would be in a better position than I am now. So the impact for them is immeasurable. What's interesting for me is when we run these team building programs with them, that they make the same mistakes that my corporate clients are making. Now the good thing is that they get to make these mistakes now and not in 25 years' time.
When we select people in these programs, we try to look at not a certain homogeneous set of people, but a very diverse set of personalities, because we're looking for people with spiky skills, a spiky personality, because it is these different spiky personalities that interlock together, and occasionally the process of getting together is a little hurtful, and sometimes people take a while getting used to each other, but once they are firmly in place, the grid and the matrix and the mosaic that is formed is so strong and so effective that I feel we are in some ways contributing to creating lifelong networks, lifelong friendship, and a cohort of bright people who in the future will learn to lead and hopefully work together to create much more difference in the world and leave it to be a richer place.
for students doing this program is something which they're not learning in university, or they're not learning at school at this age. It's very pragmatic. It's almost sort of a internship pushed into 2 weeks with all different angles in business, from finance to marketing to sales to HR, coming up with your own business plan. So I think it will really motivate them to make choices in their life in the near future, where they want to specialize, what they like, what they don't like. So it's a very valuable experience. They're putting time in it during their summer holidays, so I guess they're motivated.
I think it's a fantastic initiative, because for me Dunia has always been about helping people realize their potential. It's not just about the money, it's about the potential, and the kind of potential that I saw in this room today is just fantastic. You learn so much from these kids. It's amazing.
Entrepreneurship is desperately needed in this part of the world, and a program like this is the perfect opportunity for them to learn the basics of doing that and to get them excited about it as well. I think a lot more companies should be doing things like this.
The long-term impact of this program is really phenomenal in my mind. What we've seen over the past few years and what we continue to see even in this program itself is that the students really figure out things about themselves that they've never realized before. It also helps them set their horizons, helps them figure out who they want to be in the future. It may not be firmed up plans yet, but at least it's a start. And that's really the point or the objective that we're trying to achieve here, to help them figure out where to look and how to do it.
You know, this is the second time I have the privilege of being asked to give a presentation to these young business leaders. And there is a great feeling, a feeling of energy. You feel like there is a very disciplined way and eagerness of these young men and women to learn, to open their mind, to discover new things. I mean, you can almost touch this energy. And this year I really wanted to take them to new horizons in order really to explore this eagerness. I did not want to talk about what I do, or what I do in my company or in Do. I just wanted to relate with them through this new world that is open now, wherever they do, if they become entrepreneurs, or if they go work for large corporations or small businesses or family businesses, they will interact with this world, this new digital space where everything they're touching in the day-to-day life, at home, in their work, is impacted by this world. And this was a great experience.
It was a real pleasure. It was fantastic to see these kids so engaged and so involved with the speakers and with their programs. I think that it's a fantastic initiative, and I think what Dunia is doing is long overdue, and is something that will bring our kids to even better standards, and they will learn things that I wouldn't even dare learning before university age. And I think that they'll be even more prepared to confront the challenges and the competition in the future.
At Dunia, we believe that creating this whole DYBL program, or the Dunia Young Business Leaders program, which caters to young kids who get an opportunity to figure out what it takes to build a business. It's a slice of life out of any business that we do, and give them an opportunity to open their eyes as to
is this something that I really want to do? Is this something that what a work life is? And actually make it in a way by which they get far, far greater than anybody that I know ever does. And this is a unique program. And I wish for times that, I wish I had a program like this when I was young, because it would open my eyes to say whether I want to get into this field, is this what I want to do, or I want to do something else,
What I thought was so intriguing about this was that I was talking to a group of youth, and I think that's the beauty of this program, is that you're trying to get these youth from around the world to come and share experiences and learn and become exposed. So I think this is a fantastic way forward. I think corporate social responsibility at its best.
Our talk was about startup execution, and they were asking anything from the co-founders, the team, the investment, managing shareholders, very specific questions that actually surprised me about how good they were. It'll open their eyes to things that they're truly interested in, having exposure to the different speakers in the different sessions. And definitely, some of these talks will last with them and say, oh, that, someone, hopefully Lewis, came back in July 2015 and mentioned this. I want to research it more and understand it more. And this is something that is very impactful, right, in the long term.
I mean, this is a pretty heavy topic, crowdsourcing, crowdfunding, and I was quite pleased with their grasp of the material and the questions that they asked me. They were quite insightful questions. So it showed that they understood the material and they were very curious to learn more.
The value of such program is that it gives the students a practical, hands-on experience to what they might be facing in the real world. So I think it's a brilliant opportunity to engage with real businesses, explore some of the challenges they are facing and also the excitement. So I think it's a brilliant opportunity.
And I really feel that Dunia has taken the right step in the right direction to make this program a great success, because what we're doing is providing an inspirational direction to a bunch of youngsters who probably at that age are at the crossroads as to what they should be doing with their lives. So from that perspective of planning their lives, dreaming big, thinking the impossible, I think this program, the Dunia Young Business Leaders Program, would probably set them in the right direction to fulfill their dreams, their aspirations, and probably finally their destinies.
These young people are awesome. They're smarter than I am, but it's brilliant to be able to interact with them and share a little bit of the knowledge that I've acquired over my career so far. They're full of great ideas, they're enthusiastic and they're vibrant, and I think any employer would be really excited about the prospect of hiring one of them.
These sort of teenage years, I think they're 16, 17 years old, perhaps a little bit younger. They're such formidable sort of years for them to either build a worldview around things or to decide that they're completely allergic to doing things a certain way. I think this program is going to open their minds to huge possibilities. You can see that only at this age, and one of the reasons that I love being a part of something like this is because I try to find a way to steal some of that infectious energy that only students of that age can have, and that curiosity. So the long-term impact as a region, I think they're going to bring a lot more of the entrepreneurial spirit into the region, which can only be good.
Actually, very pleasantly surprised and extremely motivated since now that I'm very close to it, both as a parent whose child attends this, as well as a speaker who has contributed to the program. I think it's the most thought through program, and I'm not saying this because it's Dunia, because I have had the opportunity to see other organizations conduct or attempt to conduct similar programs. The most important thing about the Dunia Leadership Program is it's holistic. It covers several aspects of leadership. It has technical skills, it has soft skills. It provides a complete package to the young adult. And I really think it's fantastic.
Well, it's good. I think the content is good. It tries to cover various aspects of giving them that talent or that, grooming that they need to get out into the world once they finish their studies. So I think it's an excellent opportunity for them to actually develop themselves, and that probably goes a long way when they, get into college or graduate and get into jobs.
Mustafa has little interest in business, has more interest in political science and international relations. Yet, I was really quite surprised how enthusiastic he's been around the program and how beneficial he thought it was for him. He comes home, we discuss issues related to business, we discuss the program, and this has been a really great experience for him as a student, as a youngster, and for us as a parents as well.
I think the whole process was very exciting. Right from the form filling, it almost felt like a university application form with so many questions, and it was great because he got involved with trying to answer his own questions. Then the interview process, which was also nice, it was in 2 stages. And coming here, I think it's made him a little more committed to himself. It's made him understand what he likes and doesn't like, and what he would like to do and not do. So in the whole process, there is always a learning experience, which I think he's really happy about.
I think it's been a great experience for her. When she was starting off, she was a little reluctant. I saw her fill out the form. She was like, it's hard filling out the form, too many questions, but ever since she's been in here, the interaction between myself and her has increased. She's been really fantastic. We have really great conversations, things that she found difficult, things that were fun. So it's been a really great experience.
Coming into the program, I expected to learn things from new people and learn from their experiences to add to my own, and as well as to work in a team better and to have collaboration skills. Especially coming from university and doing a major like engineering, collaboration is extremely important, and I thought that getting a different perspective on teamwork from a business standpoint would be extremely helpful, and even implementing it into my engineering skills going back to university.
In the beginning of the program, it was like no one knows each other, like we are just acting weird, but now we're really friendly, we're answering each other, we are helping each other.
I'm more excited now. I feel like anything is possible. I feel like now I actually have the knowledge to, if I wanted to like start up my own company, and it makes me happy, excited.
But I think that to put these students and to kind of define yourself, using, not really putting you in a stereotypical box, but at least allowing you to identify your strengths and weaknesses, and at least giving that seed in your head where when I join a business, what am I good at, what are my strengths, what could I improve in, and allowing you to dynamically flow with team members was something that I really found interesting. But I've never even hoped for somebody of my age to get this experience.
It has been really fun, and it's been kind of really different from what I thought it was going to be. I thought there would be a lot of just studying and kind of school type learning about business related things, but this has been a lot more interactive and a lot more group work than I anticipated, but it's been really nice and educational in really different ways than we usually see at school.
The program has taught me something about myself that I didn't think I knew before, is that I have an artistic side and a creative side, not only numerical and mathematical side and logical side. So it's really helped bring that out in me.
I found that I work better in groups than I previously thought, because I thought I was more of a person who wouldn't really give in to what others thought.
I discovered that I might actually would like to work at a business one day in the future.
I've already met a lot of people from different backgrounds, so I expect to take a little bit of everyone and a little bit of all the ideas I've heard, and that would add to me as a person and enrich my character. Also, it kind of gives me tools to achieve whatever I want to achieve, whether it be in the business and entrepreneurial world or anything really that I aim to do.
Having never done a workshop about this or anything like this, I discovered that I'm sort of more intuitive and engineer focused. I thought after doing the survey online that I was more of a hustler, but I discovered that I'm actually more focused on detail, and from my test results that I'm more engineer.
I saw it as an opportunity to take in order to enhance my skills, my social skills, my team-working skills that I thought I could use later in my life. Also, going into college. So I just thought it was a good opportunity to take.
I think that, well, firstly, it'll look really good in my CV, but more than that, the experiences that I've had, the friends that I've made, these are things that are going to stick with me for the rest of my life.
The program was really interesting. We had workshops, we had an insight into the different personality types in a business-related theme, not like the Myers-Briggs type indicator. The empathy styles was really useful in our group, so now everyone is learning to listen to each other and learn from each other's strengths, basically.
It's been an interesting experience. When I came here, I didn't know much about business, economics, accountancy, etc., etc., etc. I haven't ever studied it before. Did history in school, so haven't really been exposed to this. So yeah, it's been a very steep learning curve. A lot of stuff that I've been able to absorb through this course.
Enlightening.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Eye-opening. Beautiful. Comprehensive.
Educational.
Mind-blowing.
Empowering.
Enriching.
Transformative.
Different.
Inspirational.
Enthralling.
Exciting.
Informative.
Exhilarating. Educational. Very interactive.
Awesome. Frantic.
Thought-provoking.
Fun.
In some ways, the Dunia Young Business Leader program is Dunia's process of sustainability that it employs to be able to contribute back to the sustainability of our world, sustainability of our Dunia. And if each of us don't do our part, and certainly if Dunia doesn't do its part, then how will our world, our Dunia, become a better place from where we acquired it?
Thank you, Dunia!
We're Dunia. We do things differently.